Infrastructure is the backbone of our society and our economy and way of life. Unfortunately, infrastructure is often overlooked, and we don't always think about the pipes that deliver our clean water and how important it is that our bridges are safe. We only really start to pay attention when something breaks or disrupts, our daily routines. The Vermont section of the American Society of Civil Engineers gave Vermont's infrastructure an overall grade of C, which is mediocre, which means there's a lot of room for improvement. That's compared with the national overall grade from 2017 of a D+. So here in Vermont, we are doing better in some of our categories. That's not necessarily across the board. Drinking water was one of our lower categories, receiving a C-. A lot of the community water systems in Vermont are really quite old. They date back to the 1880s for a lot of our older communities. And we've had quite a few water main breaks that shut down a lot of downtown. That's when people start to pay attention to our water system. We're also losing over 1 million gallons a day just from leaking pipes. So that's a wasted resource right there. We're putting all of that time and energy and money into treating that water, and it's being lost in leaking pipes. Wastewater is similar. Most of our wastewater system is also underground, and a lot of those pipes are up to 100 years old. So there's a lot of need for assessment and replacement of those, so we're not having breakage. The bridge category earned a C+, which is up from a C in 2014, so we have made some improvement, but our bridges are aging. Bridges are built to last 50 years. 1,579 bridges are more than 50 years old. 722 of those are more than 80 years old. I think one thing that's really important to keep in mind is that larger storms are happening more and more often with climate change, and that puts a real strain on all of our infrastructure, both stormwater, wastewater, and puts a lot of risk to our road, bridge infrastructure as well. Reliable and safe infrastructure is really important, but it takes investment and attention and maintenance. Underinvestment does happen at all levels of government, which threatens the health, safety, and welfare of the public. Fortunately, many state and local officials have taken steps to prioritize funding, but there's a huge backlog. Deferred maintenance on our infrastructure costs us more money in the long run.
We cannot be a first-rate economy when we have a third-rate infrastructure. And let me be very clear, if you don't invest in infrastructure today, it is not going to get better all by itself. So now is the time to rebuild our crumbling infrastructure